Just 1,026 of 300,000 homes insulated so far in the 1 billion scheme to cut energy bills. I'm going to read into this more with this exclusive for my news, you guys. Let's go. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is REGANELITE here with an exclusive for my news, with the headline that just 1,026 of the 300,000 homes insulated so far in the £1 billion scheme to cut energy bills. The exclusive reveals that the £1 billion Great British Insulation Scheme, which runs to 2026, was designed to see around 300,000 homes insulated to reduce energy prices. So, this scheme that was set up was designed obviously to make it easier we wanted to cut down energy bills. And what way to do that than insulating our homes, because we don't want to be wasting energy, of course. So by insulating homes all the way up and down the country, guys, we save on our bills. We save the need for applying more heating into our homes. So according to this, only 1,026 have been done. Why? What's the reason? So the £1 billion scheme, what is the reason behind this? Well, obviously we'll read into the article shortly, but I think it's just another failure of 13 years of Conservative rule, if I'm honest. You know, we have incredibly high energy costs as it is. And the money-saving expert, Martin Lewis, really doesn't have many options for people when it comes to them trying to save money on their bills. I will just say, for those who are struggling and are not sure, I will put links to his website at moneysavingexpert.com. If that may be able to, those on there may be able to help, but obviously the help is very limited. But I do want to try to help people as best I can. But you know, if you want an expert, he's your expert when it comes to these things. But insulated homes is a really good thing. It's a great scheme, and obviously we want. And I just feel like that once again the Conservatives have failed to basically be there for us. They've abandoned us again. And another part, and there's something we haven't talked about energy costs for a while, you know, because everything comes at a cost. But it is, and I know that one of the arguments obviously people may make in the comments is obviously that we have private energy companies that are making lots and lots of money out of our costs, and absolutely right, and they need to be the regulation is crap and needs to be changed. Something needs to change in that way. Yes, I'm absolutely right. And I thought the whole point of us extracting more oil or gas or whatever up in the north is supposed to do that, but apparently not. So yeah, just pretty poor all around, guys. So let's read into it. So less than 1% of the targeted homes have been fitted with insulation under Rishi Sunak's flagship £1 billion scheme to cut energy bills in the first 6 months. The Great British Insulation Scheme, which runs to 2026, was designed to see around 300,000 homes insulated to reduce energy prices. But since it was announced in March, just over 1,000 households have benefited, the Ofgem revealed. It comes as households face yet another rise in energy bills next year, says the watchdog Ofgem, announcing it will raise the price cap in April after already planning to do so on January the 1st. People don't have the effing money. The scheme, announced in March, allows households with a poor energy rating and specific council tax bands to apply to get free or cheaper insulation installed. Figures released by the government revealed that between March and October 2023, provisionally there have been 1,040 measures installed in 1,026 households. The thing about the cheaper free installation, the thing is that if you want people to have it, you've got to incentivize people to get it as well, because we know that it's a benefit for long term, but to make people put their hands in their pockets and actually spend money in order to get it is another matter. And you need to incentivize people to insulate their homes. And you do that by giving them either discounts, and those was particularly on the poor end of thresholds. They should be getting free insulation, I think, in my opinion. But again, this is all costs. This comes out of the state's cost, obviously, and people will make that argument. But we don't have any money. Yet we seem to have we have money for Rwanda, obviously, but we obviously don't have enough money to insulate our homes, apparently. So just putting that into perspective. So the most popular measure is caveat wall insulation, which helps a home retain heat, making it more energy efficient and reducing the cost of bills. The government argues that the number of measures installed has increased month on month, indicating they expect the number of homes affected to increase quickly. The revelation comes as UK households prepare to take another hit on their finances in the form of energy costs. Ofgem said on Friday it wants energy companies to use extra income generated through another rise in bills in April next year to recover nearly £3 billion in debt from consumers who cannot pay their bills. He's proposing a one-off price cap adjusting of £16, equivalent to around £1.33 a month, to be paid between April 2024 and March 2025. This will be on top of existing sky-high energy bills and another price cap rise, scheduled for January the 1st, when it will increase from the current £1,834 to £1,928 for a typical household. The last cost of living payments designed to help households with more expensive bills will also draw to a close in the first months of 2024. Experts said rolling out the emergency insulation this winter could save families up to £260 a year in energy costs. Ed Miliband, the Shadow Energy and Net Zero Secretary, accused the government of having given up trying to bring down energy bills. Yeah, they don't care at this point. We know they don't care. His criticism follows Energy Secretary Claire Coutinho admitting last month that Mr Sunak's North East oil expansion won't reduce household costs. So what is the point of it then, if it's not even going to reduce the costs? What is the point? In the King's speech last month, the government confirmed it was bringing forward the offshore petroleum licensing bill, which will ramp up oil and gas extraction in the North Sea. Why? Mr Miliband said the insulation data came on top of the stunning admission that during the worst energy crisis in generations, their flagship King's Speech energy policy won't take a penny off energy bills. Now that we find the Conservatives are failing to take any meaningful action to upgrade British homes, despite the fact that energy efficiency is one of the best ways to cut bills for goods, he told the Eye. The Conservatives are so out of touch that they've given up on trying to bring down energy bills for British families. Katinya Kumar, head of Environment and Green Transitions, thinks at think tank the New Economics Foundation, said the stalled rollout is a sign of a deeper moralised facing the retrofit sector. A lack of public communication from the government, weak supply chains and a skill gap to continue to hamper progress, he said. However, we know it could have a real impact if delivered correctly. NEF estimates that the rolling out emergency insulation this winter in the nation's daunted homes could save families up to £260 a year, a total household saving of £6.4 billion across the country. £6.4 billion could be saved by British taxpayers here. Consumers, we would be saving that much money if we had insulation, according to the estimates. If the government wants to see a greater uptake, it needs to urgently resource local authorities and community groups to engage households at a neighbourhood level. The policy is the right one, but the mechanism is weak and ineffective. And a spokesperson for the Department of Energy Security and Net Zero says, "We are committed to energy efficiency, with almost half of all homes in here having EPC of C and above, from 40% in 2010. Yeah, but the whole rhetoric line of the government invested. But they say committed to energy efficiency. So they say. Under the Great British Insulation Scheme, we estimate more than 300,000 of Britain's least energy efficient homes will be improved by up to 2026, helping to heat homes and save families money on their bills. The scheme has already seen an increase in month-on-month uptake since its launch and the new system and contracts in place. It was 2026. Yeah, right. That's just a quick little caveat before we go to the final thoughts. Am I eligible for the scheme? Households may be entitled to apply for the scheme if the building has a low energy rate or is in a council tax bands A to D in England or A and E in Scotland and Wales. Separate support of people in Northern Ireland is available. The support is offered to homeowners, landlords or tenants if funding applies to various types of installation. To apply, visit the website there. I'll put the link in the description on the channel video if you want to have a look. Or phone the Great British Installation Scheme helpline on 0800 0987950, Monday to Friday 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. I'll put the website in there for you guys, obviously, if you want to apply from there. So one of my final thoughts, guys. I just feel like, there's an opportunity here to save money, to save on people's bills here, and it's been incredibly slow to do so. Now it says up to 2026, obviously, and right now we're coming into 2024, so that's a 2-year gap. And if the eye is correct here in saying that only 1,026 have just been insulated out of 300,000 homes, I don't know how much we're going to get. How many more people we're going to get to insulate their homes. But again, you need to incentivize people to do so. So obviously this needs to be pushed more. We need to encourage people and say to people, look, if you do this in the long term in your home, especially in the long term, you will be better off. But again, these things come at a cost. So the government needs to incentivize people to invest into insulating their homes. Every single home should have installation so that they don't have to pay over the top for their energy bills. And this is important. Yeah, we have out of control energy bills and they're going to be going up again and again. And where are people supposed to find the money? We need to make it easier for people, not make it more difficult. And it is down, and I really hope if Labour come into power at the next general election, they do take this into account and they make it easy for people to be able to install insulation schemes like this and incentivize people to do it. And those at the lower end, they're able to do something for them. I understand we have budgets and all that kind of stuff is going to be coming into effect. Yeah, I understand that. But the British government are supposed to be there for the British people. And where are they with this? So what do you guys make of it? What do you think of this insulation scheme? Do you think it works? Can it work? If the investment was there, if the people had the money, should people be doing it? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Hit the like button, be greatly appreciated. Share this across social media and hit that bell notification icon so you'll be notified of when I upload another video. And if you want to financially support me, you can do so by buying me a coffee or joining me on Patreon. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to catch you all very, very soon.